Let me show you how to get this glam look for any formal event. Always have to start with a good primer. I use the e.l.f. Power Grip. It's basically like a dupe to the Milk one. This always has my makeup lasting all day. We're gonna start with the eyes. Put a little bit of concealer on there. I'm obsessed with doing this new cream bronzer on my eyelids, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow. I use the Makeup by Mario Mattes palette. Take a nice fluffy brush. I think I'm gonna go these two browns per usual. I'm gonna add an extra layer of color just for like the pull-up effect. I think I want a little bit of shimmer. I use this Ofra palette to use this brush. Get it a little bit wet. Kind of forms like a little cream. Just go on the crease. Perfect. For the liner, I'm gonna use the 24/7 Glide On. This is shade Bourbon. Just wanna do like a little bit in the corner here, going towards the eye. And then what's most important is that for my shape of face and eye, it's good to take the bottom corner and try to direct it out towards the top of my ear. I'm gonna take this little Morphe brush and just try to blend it out a little bit. Give it like that wing effect. And then we wanna blend in the middle. Now I'm gonna add highlighter using the Benefit Cookie as always. This is just for right on the inner corner. Now I'll get started on the face. First, I'll start with the concealer, but only on my spots. Let that sit for a minute and thicken up. Blend it out. That is just meant to serve as one tone base. I'm gonna break my cardinal rule and I'm going to use a foundation that has oil in it. I never wear foundation, so it's okay if I do this like once a month. This is the NARS and I use Valeris. I'll grab our cream bronzer again. I'm like addicted to doing it with the brush. Then we have the Rare Beauty in Happy. This is the liquid brush. Tiny, tiny bits. A little goes a long way. For the concealer under our eyes, I'm mixing together the Tower 28 Hydrating Serum and the Too Faced Born This Way in Almond. I'm gonna back in with the Tower 28. Do a highlight chin, forehead, and then a little bit under the corners of my nose. Same rule as before. We're gonna go ahead and let this sit for like 30 seconds to a minute so it can start to thicken up. I'm gonna start with just blending out our highlighted features. Set these first. Setting powder, Huda Beauty. Now I'll blend this under eye. One more time so there's no creases. I'm gonna go over everything with a powder version. So instead of foundation, I'm going to be using Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is in shade 2 and just all over where we put the foundation. And over our contour, I'm using the Dior Forever in Warm Bronze. And then some blush. It's just like a cheap L'Oreal True Match. Love it. Last but not least, our highlighter before we go finish the eyes. Of course, a little on the nose and top lip. Okay, we'll finish our eyes. Use an angled brush. Go in with the two Makeup by Mario colors that we used before and lightly start under but mostly you want it to go along the lines to sharpen our wings a little bit. I'm going to use the excess product to do a little bit of our waterline. Then I'm going to line my waterline with Tarte's Fake Wake. For mascara, as always, I use the Tarte Lip Tubing Mascara. It's so easy to take off and always looks great. I personally do one layer, then my eyebrows, then go back in with a second layer. I always start my eyebrows with just a brow soap. Now, while that dries, we'll do our second layer of mascara. We also owe ourselves a little bit more highlighter in the inner corner. Finish off our brows here. We have the Kosas Brow Pop. And I'm just gonna fill in a few spots. Make this tail a little longer. It doesn't match the other. Last but not least, we need to do our lips, but I wanna do my hair first, so I'll be back in 1 second. I wanna try something a little different. Go in with the Pillow Talk. Use that for the inside as well. And I want to try to utilize the Hourglass exposed one for contour, but I don't know how it's gonna look, so we'll try it together. It's like a light brush at the top and sides. Like that. Ooh, I like it. Then I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario Lip Plumping Gloss in Pink Glow. Finally, must set it. I'm using the Veil Hourglass spray. And there she is.